Why spend $7 on an oat milk latte when you could make it at home for virtually nothing? But what if buying a coffee every morning before work is the secret ingredient to you showing up as your best self during the day? Hi, I'm Michela. I'm a personal finance and budgeting expert, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Break Your Budget. Today, we're going to be talking about money mapping. When I first started my personal finance journey, I struggled with creating a budget that felt like it worked for me. One of the things that really helped was creating a money map so I could visualize where my money was going on a monthly basis. For this lesson, I'm going to go through what a money map is and how you can create one to set up your own money management system. First, what exactly is a money map? Essentially, it's your own financial framework or roadmap that guides where your money will go. If you've ever tried to build a budget, save, or pay off debt with no avail, it's probably because you didn't have an accurate picture of where your money is going. And as a result, there could be blind spots that you're overlooking or overflow money that could be optimized. There are so many benefits to creating a money map. You can create a clear path to reach your financial goals, ensure that all of your income is being allocated somewhere, and it can help you actually visualize and see how your money moves. A money map shows you where your money flows so that you can actually create a system. It can be as detailed and complex as you want it to be, but I recommend starting with less and then adding more detail as you continue to refine your system. Now, let's get into how to actually create your first money map. To start, let's establish the beginning of your map, your income. Your income is the focal point because it dictates how much you're able to spend across the various categories within your money map. Identify your monthly income. This is the first step. You get paid and your money is deposited into a checking account. If you have more than one income source, choose one account for your money to flow through initially. From there are three main elements of any money map, and they also serve as the foundation for creating a budget: your essentials, your financial goals, and your non-essentials. Your essentials come first. This is your cost of living and will likely be the biggest bucket of expenses. Think through what your essential costs are. Many of them are predictable, like your rent or any other fixed costs like a car payment. But there are also going to be some that are variable, like utilities or groceries. Try to make an estimate of what you spend on average for those each month and factor them in. Once you have a list of your essential expenses, identify the following. How much are you spending each month? Can any be automated? Where do you put these expenses? On a debit card or a credit card? A great goal to work towards is to keep your essential costs between 50 and 60% of your monthly take-home pay or less. This can be challenging, especially since the cost of living in many major cities is so high, but the lower your living expenses can be, the more wiggle room you'll have for other areas of your finances. Our next step is to subtract your essential expenses from your income. With this information, we can figure out how much money you have to work with for your financial goals and your lifestyle expenses. Your financial goals are second priority for your money map after your essential expenses. There are so many goals you could work towards, whether it be saving for retirement, paying off debt, or saving for short-term goals using sinking funds, which are just separate accounts for various savings goals like traveling or an emergency fund. Identify 2 to 3 goals, quantify them, and determine how much you'll put towards each on a monthly basis. A great guideline for financial goals is to dedicate 15 to 25% of your income towards them, depending on if you're currently contributing to a 401k through your employer, which counts towards this total. Make sure for each goal you highlight the account and the amount you are putting towards each. The final step of your money map is your lifestyle expenses. The amount of money you're able to spend here is whatever is left after your essentials and your goals. In a perfect world, it would be about 20% of your take-home pay. How you spend this money is up to you. What are your values and priorities? For example, a common area we're told to cut out of our budget is coffee. Why spend $7 on an oat milk latte when you could make it at home for virtually nothing? But what if buying a coffee every morning before work is the secret ingredient to you showing up as your best self during the day? Then that $7 is worth it. Factor it into your budget as something you value and then adjust accordingly. Another example could be traveling. Maybe you're someone who loves to take weekend trips, and as a result, you spend a lot of money on flights. That's totally fine, and I encourage you to lean into your passions. But how can you adjust your budget elsewhere to make up for spending more on travel? Maybe you limit your shopping, or maybe you make coffee at home. The best way to optimize your spending is to align it with the things that are important to you. A tip here is to keep all of your lifestyle expenses in one place, meaning either put them all on a single card or open a separate account for this spending only. This keeps things simple, and it's also a great way to keep your lifestyle spending separate from your essential expenses, as it's really easy to mix the two up, which leads to overspending. Okay, that was fun. By now, you've got your money map ready to go and a framework for your financial system officially set.